important than ever, yet we seem to devote less and less time to really listening to one another. The ability to listen can resolve conflicts, ensure understanding, and improve accuracy in the workplace and at home. The ability to listen is so important and create friendships and careers. It can even save marriages and money. Today, I'm going to explain 10 steps to improve your listening skills. Step 1 is maintaining eye contact. Talking to someone while they scan the room, study a computer screen, or gaze out the window is like trying to hit a moving target. How much of the person or persons' divided attention are you really getting? When we talk, we look each other in the eye. But that doesn't mean you can't keep conversation from across the room. The desire for better communication will always pull you together. It forces you to put aside books and any other distractions. Maintaining eye contact with the speaker shows you are listening attentively and intend to understand what they are saying. Step 2 is being attentive and staying focused. Mentally screen out distractions like background activity and noise. Most importantly, don't get distracted by your own thoughts, feelings, or biases. Step 3 is to keep an open mind. As soon as you indulge in judgmental thoughts, you've lost your effectiveness as a listener. Jumping to conclusions is not effective and can cause miscommunication and a misunderstanding. The speaker is trying to put their thoughts into words, and you don't know their thoughts unless you listen. Also remember to be patient and know that some people need more time to put their thoughts into words than others. Sometimes interrupting people or finishing their sentences can take even more time than what was originally needed. Step 4 is trying to listen to the words and picture what the speaker is saying. Allow your mind to create a mental model of the information being communicated, whether it's a literal picture or an arrangement of abstract concepts. Stay focused, and your brain will do all the necessary work. If you are having to listen or stay focused for a long period of time, make note of key phrases or words that may be important in the future. Step 5 is don't interrupt. This is not the time for your opinion or your solutions. Interrupting sends a variety of messages. It says, I'm more important than you are. Or what I have to say is more interesting, accurate, or relevant. When someone is speaking about a problem or issue, try to refrain from suggesting solutions. The truth is, most of us don't care about what you have to say, and if we did, we would ask. Most of us prefer to solve problems on our own, especially the more stubborn type. Or if you feel you have the best suggestion or solution for the speaker's problem, maybe ask for permission before sharing your solution. Ask them if they are looking for advice or suggestions on their issue. Step 6 is wait for the speaker to pause to ask to clarify. Even politely raising your hand can be distracting to a speaker and cause them to lose their train of thought. Try waiting for when they pause to ask a question. Most speakers will even give you time to ask questions where they can be specifically answered without having to stop their discussion or their speech. Some people will ask a question simply to let the speaker know that they are listening. This is ineffective and can get in the way of people who actually are confused at the topic. Maybe we're now on to step 7, which is kind of similar to step 6, in that your questions should only be asked to ensure your understanding of the topic. Asking unnecessary questions can cause the speaker to get off track and lose their train of thought. It can cause the conversation to shift, which will cause the speaker and the audience to get even more confused. However, in a conversation between just two friends, asking these types of questions may ensure that the conversation does not go awkward or stale. We now move on to step 8, which is try and feel what the speaker is feeling. If you feel the same emotions as the speaker, you know that you are truly grasping the concept. Or being sad when the speaker is sad, or being happy when they're happy, or even being fearful while they're fearful, can show the speaker that her emotions and her words are relaying to the audience in a strong way. This lets the speaker know that you are truly interested in what they have to say, and what they have to say actually means something to you. Step 9 is give the speaker regular feedback. You can do this by simply nodding at what the speaker is saying, or relaying off their emotions. Regular feedback relaying off their emotions would be something like if they're telling a sad story, be like, oh, I'm so sorry, like I hope you feel better. Or if it's an exciting story, be like, Oh my gosh, that's so awesome. Regular feedback can also be restating what the speaker said to make sure you heard them correctly and understand what they were saying. It is always good to restate instruction or messages to make sure that you understand. Now moving on to step 10, our final step, which is understanding nonverbal cues like body language or understanding what the speaker is saying through an email or a text where you can't actually see them. When face-to-face with someone, it is very easy to detect boredom, irritation, or enthusiasm. When listening to someone face-to-face, remember that words only contain a fraction of the message. With text and emails, this is a little bit harder because you cannot see their body or their face and how they're reacting. Through text and emails, all you can really do is look for things like exclamation points, question marks, or capitalization of words or phrases to understand their emotions. For example, if someone's happy or screaming or something, they may put a phrase in all caps. Reading tone or emotion over text is even more difficult with teenagers. They experience loss of communication, they hop on each other, all that drama, craziness. That is why it's much more effective if we have problems or issues to talk face to face so you can truly listen and understand what the speaker is saying without getting confused by other things getting in the way. Overall, this quality is very important to leadership because half of the class is listening to instruction. Without the ability to listen, nothing would get done and everything would be a mess. Everyone would be confused and no one would understand what's going on. I believe that our whole leadership class is a great example of this quality, especially with this year and Corona. We have not been able to communicate a lot face to face, so being able to listen to each other over Zooms or in the group chat has been very important this year.